It's common knowledge that as the years go by, people age. Over time, the average life expectancy is also increased. Fun fact, by 2060 it is thought there will be 95 million elders in America alone. That's 23% of the US population. Want to know the states with the most old people in them? Here's the list. At number 10 is South Carolina. 17.7% of the state's population is made up of those older than 65. Why are there so many old people in South Carolina? Well, the taxes for elders are great. For one, Social Security isn't taxed. For retired senior citizens, this means they have more money to burn. Another great benefit is that property tax is among the lowest in the US and the cost of living is 7% lower than the national average. But the real kicker is this. Residents age 65 and older can claim up to $15,000 in tax deductions. That's like a lot. But if taxes are so great, why isn't South Carolina higher on the list? Well, Morgan Island might be a factor. This island, nicknamed Monkey Island, has no human population, just 3,500 free-range monkeys. The boomers probably just don't like how all their neighbors' kids won't stop monkeying around. New Hampshire comes in at number 9 with 18.1% of the population being those aged 65 plus. One thing that might be drawing all these boomers in is the high political involvement. New Hampshire has been home to many campaigns, and what boomer do you know that doesn't like politics? However, the cost of living is roughly 18% higher than the national average. This could be a drawback for many, but if you want to live in the area, New Hampshire is cheaper than its neighboring states and has very low crime rates. At number 8 is Pennsylvania, with 18.2% of its population being comprised of senior citizens. One thing all these retirees might be up to is hunting, seeing as how Pennsylvania has the highest number of licensed hunters in the US. But even for those who don't like hunting, there are things to do. Attending festivals, touring the native wildlife, and going to museums that have interactive displays are all ways they can spend their free time. On top of that, Pennsylvania is one of 2 states that exempts retirement income from taxes. While the cost of living may be high, the beauty makes up for it. Coming in at number 7 is Hawaii. 18.4% of the population is aged 65 or older, and it's not hard to see why people want to retire here. But besides the obvious of living in the tropics, Hawaii is great for retirement because of its healthcare. Hawaii's healthcare system is ranked one of the best in the nation, and the cost is 11.4% below the national average. But maybe another reason old people move to Hawaii is the fact that Hawaii does not follow daylight savings time. It has its own time zone. The boomers probably hope that Hawaiian Standard Time slows down their aging. Montana is number 6 on our list, with 18.7% of the population being comprised of old people. There are over 100 different species of mammals in Montana, and boomers are one of them. What's so great about Montana is that the tax burden is lower than other states, and there are plenty of outdoor activities for those getting on in their age. Even for the ones that are less active, the scenery is fantastic. At number 5 is the state that, at its narrowest, is 9 miles wide, Delaware. Senior citizens make up 18.8% of the population, and it's not hard to see why. Not only beautiful, Delaware offers those 60 years and older a $125,000 exclusion on taxes for pension and other eligible retirement income. So while the state is only 96 miles long and 35 miles wide, Delaware sure does offer retirees a lot of benefits. Vermont makes its way onto our list at number 4, with 19.4% of its population being aged 65 years or older. Being one of the highest on our list, it might be surprising to find out Vermont is among the states with the highest cost of in-home nursing and senior citizen services. However, Vermont has some of the lowest crime poverty rates, which is an attractive feature to those looking to retire. Vermont also boasts an abundance of outdoor recreation activities, from sailing all the way to skiing. But while the activities may be diverse, the state isn't. In fact, Vermont is the least racially diverse state in the US, with over 90% of the population being white. With 19.9% of the population being made up of old people, West Virginia takes number 3 on our list. This state is definitely for those who love the outdoors, as 4/5 of the state is forest and the Appalachian Mountains run through it. West Virginia also has a great cultural scene, promoting mountain crafts, glass blowing, and fiddle playing. But not everything that comes from West Virginia is great, seeing as how it was the first state to start a sales tax. Why West Virginia? Why?
Why? Why?
Number 2 on our list is Florida, with 20.5% of the population being senior citizens. Besides the crocodiles and hurricanes, Florida is a great place to retire. The weather is nice, the taxes are low, and the golf courses are aplenty. That's probably why there are so many boomers. The golf courses. Number 1 on our list is Maine, with 20.6% of its population being made up of old people. It also has the oldest age median, 44.3. This means the average person in Maine is 44. It also means Maine has the highest concentration of baby boomers of the states. No thanks. But why is that? Maine is cheaper than the states surrounding it, so for the boomers that wanted the New England charm for cheap, it's great. Not only that, but it is one of the healthiest states, and health is important when you get old. Talking about health, the death rates in Maine are outnumbering the birth rates, and people are rapidly aging out of jobs. Seeing as how 40 million lobsters are caught off the coast of Maine each year, we need to fill those jobs up fast. And those are the states with the most old people in them. Did any of them surprise you? Do you live in one of these states? Share your thoughts below in the comment section. Make sure to like and subscribe before you go, and if you want to be notified when a new video comes out, hit that notification bell. See you next time.